A very good afternoon to all of you.
Good afternoon, sir.
Please kindly switch on the videos. Yesterday, yesterday we began the poem, an elementary school classroom in SLUM. We have seen the donation. The donations were kept in a wrong place, I would say. Donations were kept in a wrong place. On sour cream walls, donations. Shakespeare's head, cloudless at dawn, civilized dawn, riding all cities. Belled, flowery, Tyrolis Valley. All these places are symbols of richness or riches and prosperity. And that is why I told these are fixed in a wrong place. Open-handed map. Open-handed map. Awarding the world its word. See? Open-handed map. What is open-handed map? A map which is drawn at the will of somebody. I have drawn my map. I have drawn a map. And I am asking you to study that map. Clear now? I prepare a map according to my idea. And I ask you to study that map. Open-handed map, awarding the world its word. That hand is giving you, awarding you a world of its own hand that is drawn by that hand. Clear now? And yet, for these children, these windows, not this map, their world, where all their future is painted with a fog, a narrow street sealed in with a lead sky, far, far from rivers, caves, and stars of words. You see how beautifully it is contradicted. And yet, for these children who are unlucky hair, weighed down head, all these type of children, rat's eye, all these kind of people, children are sitting there. For these children, these windows, these windows of the classroom, not the map, not the open-handed made map, but these windows of the classroom, their world. They see a world through these windows. Through the window, they see trees. Through the window, they see the sky. That is their world. Where in that world, all their future is painted with a fog. That their future is not clear. Through the window, they have seen only uncertainty in their life. It is a foggy world. If you go to European countries or North India during the winter season, cities and villages will be covered with the fog. In the fog, nothing is clear. Nothing is clear. So, through the windows, these children look and they see their world. That world does not award them any bright future. They don't have any expectations there. It is not clear. It is not certain. It is not, it is not bright. It is not a bright future. It is not a bright future. So, where all their future is painted with a fog, a narrow street sealed in with a lead sky. You see how it is painted? A narrow street. Their world is a narrow street, a restricted area. And their future is a lead sky, a gray sky, not a bright sky. Their future is in darkness. Same meaning. That is far, far from the rivers, caves, and stars of words. From the literature, from Shakespeare, star of words, from Shakespeare, from the bright literature, from the attractive landscapes, rivers and caves, they are far, far away. These things are unreachable to them. These donations are unreachable to them. Now you got the point, isn't it? Those donations, Shakespeare, domed world, domed building, cities, all are unreachable to them. A narrow street sealed in with a lead sky, far, far from rivers, caves, and stars of words. Stars of words. Surely Shakespeare is wicked. Shakespeare is wicked. The map, a bad example, with ships and sun and love tempting them to steal. See, in the classroom, in the classroom, I told you that Shakespeare is not in the right place. They do not know anything about Shakespeare. They do not know anything about literature. And the map that is exhibited there is a bad example to them. They are living in a slum, and the map is about a large city. You see, the map is about Europe. They are living in a slum. What is the matching there? So that is why you see, Shakespeare is wicked to them. The map, a bad example, with the ships and sun and love tempting them to steal. Ships and sun, landscape, it tempts them to steal. They don't have anything. People have many things. So they want to covet those things. They want to rob those things. So these pictures are making them thieves. These pictures are making them robbers. Robbers. You see? With the ships and sun and love tempting them to steal. For lives, for lives that slyly turn in their cramped halls from fog to endless night. See how do they live for lives that slyly turn in their cramped halls. What is a cramped hall? Their slum, their hut, their hut from fog to endless night. What is endless night? Endless night. Can anyone say? A night which has no end. Which is that night?
Death.
Meenakshi? Achut?
Death.
Death. That is death. There is no morning. So, from this fog, from this poverty, from this poverty till death, they are in that locked hut from for lives that slyly turn in their cramped halls from fog to endless night on their slag heap. This is an important part. It may come for some kind of 2 mark questions or 1 mark questions. On theirs, maybe annotation. Just a minute. Okay. So, on their slag heap, these children wear skins peeped through by bones and spectacles of steel with mended glass like bottle bits on stones. You see, everything shows the utter poverty. On their slag heap, a heap of waste materials, maybe of coal. Coal mines may be there, waste of coal that creates little more blackish. On their slag heap, these children wear skins peeped through by bones. You see, these children are sitting there and their skin is peeped. Bones are peeped out of the skin. That means they don't have flesh in their body. All the 206 bones, isn't it? Science students, am I right? Human body has total 206. Nobody knows. What biology? Nandana, how many bones are there in
Yes,
human
sir.
body?
206.
Hmm?
206.
206, isn't it? So 206 bones are coming out of the skin. No flesh is there to cover the bone. Poverty. Poverty stricken children. So, on their slag heap, these children wear skins peeped through by bones and spectacles of steel with mended glass. You see, people are sitting there with the steel spectacles and the glass is mended ones, broken glasses, like bottle bits on stones. Comparison simile. All of their time and space are foggy slum. Their life, totally in single word, it is a foggy slum. They live, they die, they find food, everything in the foggy slum. So, blot their maps with the slums as big as do. So mark their slums as big as doom. Doom is hell. So the poet says, so poet says, mark the slum, mark the slum as big as doom, hell. That means these people are, these children are unimportant. These children are not counted by anybody. These children are not seen anywhere. These slums are not there in map. So nobody knows these people. Nobody knows these people. That is why poet says, you make a map, and in that map, mark, mark it as large as hell, as large as hell. Unless governor, inspector, visitor, this map becomes their window, and these windows that shut upon their lives like catacombs. You see, unless governor, inspector, visitor, all three officials, government officials, government officials, officers, or government, anyone, unless governor, inspector, visitor, this map becomes their window. These windows that shut upon their lives like a catacombs. Break or break upon, open till they break the town and show the children to grow green fields and make their world run ashore on gold sands and let their tongue run naked into books. The white and green leaves open history theirs whose language is the sun. So it is the demand of the poets to the government, to the officials, unless and until you open your window towards the slum, unless and until you try to see these people will be in darkness. They will live like catacombs. What is catacombs? What is catacombs? Catacombs is grave, graveyard or underground cemetery, underground burial places, underground burial places. So, in the ancient, or in ancient, no, in the beginning of the centuries, or in AD, AD 1, first century, there were religious, anti-religious activities from the government towards the people who have faith in God. Especially this is a background catacomb. The word is based on the Christian believers in the first century during the time of Nero, Emperor Nero. So what did they do? These people went and lived in the catacombs. So there were burial places made underground. So these catacombs became a hiding place for these people. Catacombs, there is underground. There are burial places, and in between there will be narrow road, not road, space to walk. So these people, when there was persecution, the word is persecution, religious persecution, torture, torture, physical torture. When there was religious persecution, these people went into the catacombs or underground tombs, common word, underground tombs. And they hid themselves there, hid themselves there. That means their life has no light. Their life has no light. Now you just think it is a time of corona. People are living inside the rooms, isn't it? There is no light in their life. Children are sitting for 1 year in the at home. They are not permitted to go freely. So in a way, they are in catacombs. Catacombs. Here you see, unless and until these government officials come, open their eye, open their window, open their eye, or visit these people, these atmosphere, their life will be like living in catacombs. There will be no growth in their life. So break, break, open till they break the town and show the children to green fields. So raise your sound, demand your right to take you to the green fields from this foggy place. Let the government take you from this foggy place to a city, to a green field, and make their world run ashore on gold sands. Running on the golden sand on the beach is a symbol of happiness. Symbol of happiness. So let them go and enjoy the nature. Let their tongues run naked into books. Let them be permitted to read the books. Let them be opened to the literature. Let them have a window of literature. Let them read, open their tongue naked. Let them read. That's the meaning. Let them read the books. The white and green leaves open history. You see, let the letters, books, the white and green, let the language, let the literature open their minds, open history, theirs, whose language is the sun, whose language will be like the power of sun, like the power of sun. So, if the government, you see, if the government desires, if the officials, if the visitors, who are there? The governor, inspector, visitors of this place open their window towards these poor people. What will happen? These people will enjoy freedom. These people will enjoy happiness. These people will enjoy prosperity. These people will enjoy education. There will be bright light in their life. Sun will shine in their life. They will come out of this foggy slum. They will come out of this foggy slum. So the poet Stephen Spender brings out the pathetic condition of the people, children who are living in the slum. And requests the attention of, he requests the attention of government to pour light into their life and bring them to a prosperous life. Whatever the government, here you see, people may see the different racialism. You see, in this way, these kind of poems will reflect in the people racialism. People will connote the donations as white people and the children who are sitting inside the classroom as black people. Black people. Open-handed maps made by the British people, and the black people are compelled to learn it. In this way, connotation goes. So here we will take literally poor people or these undeveloped slums, poor slums. Okay. So read the poem, and there may be 2 marks question or 1 mark question. One may come from this. So blot their maps with the slums as big as doom. It can be a 2 marks question. Explain. Mark the slum as big as a hell, so that people will see a slum is here to be developed. Or on their slack heap, these children wear skins peeped through by bones. These 2 sentences you may note it and write, explain 2 marks questions from this lesson. On their slack heap, that line, and so brought their maps.
Sir,
Yes.
can you say again? Slag heap and
On their slag heap, these children wear skins. Do you have textbook with you?
yes, sir.
Mark there that second page, sixth and seventh line. On their slag heap, up to bonds. Then you write, explain. 2 marks question. In the same stanza, last line. So blot their maps with the slums. Explain. Because what is the meaning there? In the map, slums are not shown. So poet is asking to mark it. Then in the first page, second stanza, first three lines, I have already explained. Donations. What does it mean? Shakespeare's head, cloudless dawn. Have you seen? Did you see? Question. What does the poet mean by this? What does the poet mean by this?
Sir, first three lines no.
Hello?
Sir, first three lines no.
First three lines. First three lines. Up to valley. Up to valley. So in the question paper, they will not give the full. They will begin dot 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 dot. Beginning and dot dot dot. Last tireless valley. Then they will ask, what does it mean by the poet? Clear now? Okay.
Yes.
Please write it. 2 marks questions. I am not asking you to write the paragraph question. Only 2 marks question. Three questions. Write it. Today it is Saturday, Sunday, Monday. By Tuesday, keep it in the file. You see, whatever things I tell you, do it properly. Don't keep it for tomorrow because online classes are going on. The last year I could see